This is the Public Art Advisory Committee, Monday, March 18th, 2024 at 4:30 p.m. This is a hybrid meeting. The public may join in person here at 50 Park Place or via Zoom. And let's go ahead and do
All right.
roll call.
Okay, yeah. Can we start roll call?
Chair Greenlee,
Present.
Vice Chair Salmon,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Cunningham,
Recording anonymous.
Councilmember Davis.
Here.
Park and Rec Commissioner Sewell is not here yet. Committee Member Glassman.
Here.
And Committee Member Kelstead.
Okay. And next is the approval of the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda as is.
Second.
Alright. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Alright.
Okay, so next is discussion of items.
No minutes.
Oh, gosh, I just skipped right over the minutes. Approval of the minutes for February 5th. I was not here, so I have to recuse.
Second.
Got it.
Alright, all in favor?
Aye.
And peace. Alright, thank you.
Okay, now discussion items. Item C, meet with master plan consultant 9.art. There they are. Yay.
Thank you. Much better weather than us.
Yes. It was great for a tour today. Would it be possible for me to share the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Oh, perfect. Going to the panel.
All right, and we should be able to share now.
There it is. All right. Oh. There it is. Okay. All right, there we go. Now we're taken care of here. Thank you guys for waiting for that for a moment. Well, first of all, thank you guys for having us and for rescheduling with us based on our weather issues. I'm Molly Casey, the Chief Curator and Co-founder at 9.Arts.
I'm Olivia Dolphus, our marketing manager at 9.Arts.
Yeah, so we're really excited to be here with you guys today. We had a wonderful tour of the city today. Got really good understanding of everything from what's going to be happening to what's here already and everything in between. So thank you both, Noreen and Angel, so much for spending the day with us. That was extraordinarily helpful in understanding the whole place.
It made me fall back in love with Brisbane a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just listening to you guys, like, oh my gosh, and just seeing things, and I'm like, fresh eyes. It's
Yeah.
like you really,
Oh,
you know,
sweet.
it was really nice.
Well, it's a beautiful city. You
Yeah.
guys have something incredibly special here. And so knowing that you want to infuse artwork throughout these areas and it's like you're small enough that you can actually get things done. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity. And so we're always really excited about things like that, where there's not a ton of red tape and there's a lot of passion. So for today, we have a few things we want to do. First, we're going to talk about the instructions for this. This is going to be an interactive presentation, so everybody's voices can be heard. And we'll be giving you instructions, and then we'll do a little tester with some introductions. After that, we're going to go into word exercises specifically about the city of Brisbane and artwork and the role it plays. And that's really going to help us understand a lot more about what your hopes and dreams and goals are for the public art program. From there, we're going to do our visual preference survey. This is a really fun exercise. We're going to look at all different types of public artwork, from murals to functional art to gateway pieces, really runs the gamut to really help to understand a little bit more again about the vision and match the words that we're talking about to the actual imagery. Because sometimes, you know, my definition of abstract art might not match your definition of abstract art. So getting some solid imagery around that really helps. And finally, we'll talk about next steps and what to expect after this meeting today. Any questions before we launch in? All right, great. Instructions. All right, so this is how we're gonna log in. So if you're using a computer, if you're using a phone, a tablet, whatever you prefer, you can either scan the QR code and it should take you straight to this page. Alternatively, you can go to menti.com on your browser and you can type in this code, which I am going to notate just in case anyone gets booted out, because it is technology after all. We can't guarantee it's gonna work all the time. And when you are in there, if you wouldn't mind just clicking on that heart. And then we will know you are in the meeting. If anyone's having any trouble, I can shoot as much as possible. Right, and you guys are abstaining from
Yeah.
voting.
I wonder if I should pull it up on my phone, so as soon as
Just in
Tom
case
gets here.
he can jump in.
jump
Oh,
right
that's a
on.
really good idea.
Okay.
This one's right.
Phone doesn't say anything for instructions.
It should just say instructions
Yep.
right now.
Exactly, yeah. Should be pretty.
I think it's hard.
No.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Or a thumbs up, that's fine
Can you
too.
click this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Perfect.
I was just looking at the bar that was.
Yeah.
Oh, you were like,
Uh-oh.
you're like, this is gonna take.
I
a
think it
while.
might show like how much.
Like where we
yeah,
progress.
Yeah.
I know I'm always on this end of it, never on the actual
Right.
user side. So just to kick off and test out the technology, make sure it works for everybody, just please write your name and then your favorite thing about Brisbane. Which, since you guys are not participating,
Yeah.
would love to hear your favorite thing, because I already have my favorite thing.
Oh.
I mean, one of my favorite things obviously is just not, like I said earlier, it's not a drive-through city, it's a destination. So you either live here, or you work here, or you're here for some activity.
Why did that come out all in caps? That's weird.
I mean, there's like a overarching spirit of volunteerism in this town, but I think it's because everybody feels a sense of ownership. Yeah.
Oh, right on the same wavelength.
Nice. Everybody feels like this is my home, this is my place, I am part of what exists here, and it's my responsibility to carry that forward for the next generation. So I like that.
And all of our children,
Yes.
Really?
It's like a village.
I like our
Yeah.
setting. I like the mountain. Yeah.
That was something that blew, I think, us away today, as we went on the trail, and
Mhm.
oh my gosh, did we have the best hike and walk in the wildlife?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's blowing my mind that there's like San Francisco's right
right
there.
there.
Which trail?
Which trucker?
And you didn't even see the mountain when
No,
it
you-
was
yeah.
at its best, which is when the fog comes in.
Oh.
And it kind of cascades
Oh.
over the top of the mountain like a waterfall.
Maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow
It is
morning it
beautiful.
might.
Absolutely.
yeah.
My tomorrow morning, it's on the coast
Very
already.
like sunny, summer occurrence
Yes.
too, like.
Yeah, that's.
August, The fog rolling over. is-
It's
so
pretty
bad.
amazing. After Bruno Mountain access, everything, I like Karen's answer.
God, too hard to pay. Yeah.
Yeah, small town, yeah, you guys,
It's really
it's,
sunny, yep.
It's kind of the best of both worlds, because it's like you've got this small town and then you've got San Francisco up there. You know, like 15 minutes wet.
you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the MoMA today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also don't have to like deal with living in San Francisco, which is a
Right.
whole different beast
Yeah.
in and of itself. So it's,
Especially these days.
yeah. Well, I think I just have to tell you guys what happened today because it was the coolest thing. So we're getting our tour and then we see these two people dancing in the park,
In the gazebo.
in the gazebo.
Mhm.
Like just what, like 10 a.m., something like that?
Mhm.
And then we go and we stop and we pull over and we go look at the beautiful Blue Mission mural. And sure enough, we're like looking at the whole thing and there are people dancing in the mural. And we were like, you guys planted these people here.
Yeah.
And the dog, a guy with the dogs and then a guy with the dog. And we were like, oh, this is
There are
incredible.
lots.
Lots of kids, lots of dogs.
Yeah, so that was,
Great.
it was a pretty cool thing. All right, great. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our word exercises now that everyone's figured out how to use the technology. So let's think about public art specifically here. This is what we're here to do. So let's hone in Brisbane's public art. What primary benefit do you hope public art will bring? And you can select up to 3. So we've got, and I'm sorry, these are so tiny. It's the Mentimeter only allows so much text. We don't get to control it. So do you want it to bring tourism, national recognition, economic development, community identity, greater appreciation of the arts, civic pride? And I know it's a hard one to pick 3 of these.
Super easy.
Oh, good. I'm glad so. I like that. Okay, this is cool.
I don't know if mine got submitted.
How do you submit?
Slide it out.
Oh, submit, I didn't.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, looks like everyone.
Along
Oh,
with the.
and what a
Screenshot.
screenshot. You documented it. Well, this is pretty amazing. You guys are all on such a similar page. I mean, that's fantastic as a committee. So community identity, greater appreciation of the arts, and civic pride. Does anyone want to elaborate on why they selected any of those as their answers? Not necessarily all of them.
Well, I actually didn't select national recognition, but I think that would be like nice. I don't know that that's the purpose, but we have like a huge development at the Baylands and, you know, integrating art as like a central component of that as part of the planning phase. And I think that's why we were attracted to you, because you guys have done that type of work before. I think that could yield some national recognition, because art is, you know, not an afterthought. It's at the core of the design, or it is part of, you know, the design. So I think that could be cool, you know, in some ways. So, while it's not the ultimate goal, I think it, you know, I could see us getting attention because of the scale of projects
Yeah.
and the opportunities that we have. So that's just like a little side note.
No, that's great to recognize. Okay, great.
I think, can I say? Yeah, I think, greater recognition of the arts would be wonderful for this town. We've had some pushback, just from some people in the community about some of the art that was done out at the marina, and just different art that's been attempted around town. And I feel like, you know, we just haven't been able to get going because there's not a big consensus in this town about what art is or what's acceptable art. And are we, you know, whatever, are we as a committee, you know, legitimate enough to pick art or something like that? And I think
That's
that,
a very interesting one. that you just
yeah,
said.
and I think
What
that
makes us legitimate? to pick
what
up
makes us
that?
legitimate to choose art for the town, and people like to take pot shots at us about, oh, you picked that? Well, I don't like that, so,
Yeah.
you know, go ahead.
I think some of that has been because what's been done has been like one-offs.
Right.
And I think when there's a more comprehensive plan, that it's like, you know, individual art pieces may not necessarily appeal to everyone, but when you can see that it's part of a cohesive plan of bringing artwork into the city, it's like, okay, this piece may not, but you can see, you know, this one that's planned may. You know, and that it's like, it's part of building a cohesive collection. It's not about the individual pieces. And I think that, you know, I think that we may get away from some of that, but yeah, I mean, part of being in a small town is that people have very strong opinions and they're not very shy about telling you them. And yeah, and because you're a small town and there's individualism, where it's like, I'm here, my voice is louder because I'm one of 4,000 as opposed to, 1 of a million.
Right.
You're also maybe one
Yeah.
of 4 that show up for a meeting.
Well, that's that, yeah, I mean, and then that's the other thing is that, always being conscious of the fact that for every person who does say something, there are 10 other people who everything's fine, but they don't tell you it's fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's kind of making that balancing of how do you, how much attention do you pay to the negatives versus, hate using this phrase, but the silent majority.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I think with this process and moving forward, into a more comprehensive and cohesive plan, I think that may get us beyond some of the issues of, oh, that's what you chose. And it's like, okay, that didn't appeal to you, but,
Right.
this is, this will.
And this is the plan.
Right,
This
and
is
this
the
is
plan.
The other piece that you
Yeah.
right.
that may appeal to you.
Yeah, and especially, when we talk about, and I know we'll get there, but talking about the different kind of identities that exist within this town, within different groups of this town, and kind of building towards representation of those, that it's like an awareness of those, that it's like that builds a more comprehensive and cohesive and inclusive plan.
Yeah. No, thank you for elaborating on
Yeah.
those things.
I mean, did you see the little piece of, graffiti on the side of the skate park?
Mm-hmm.
How
The dragon.
beautiful that little piece was.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything about it. We didn't approve it or not approve it. It showed up for, Lunar New Year. Just before that. It's really beautiful, but we went, let's just not say anything, see what happens.
Mhm.
Well, nothing negative has happened. And if we'd said something, you can just imagine somebody might have done something to that piece of artwork that
Mhm.
just.
Or-
appeared.
Yeah, or the city, it not being officially sanctioned.
Yeah.
Might have to take action, which
Yeah.
would be sad, but,
Did you go out to
We kind of put the
the?
kibosh on it.
huh?
We
What?
put the kibosh on it.
Yeah.
Taking action.
Yeah.
I was like, leave that there.
Yeah.
I was like.
For the other eye. Well,
It's in an appropriate spot.
We walked them out to the tunnel.
You went out
Yep, we went to the tunnel. We
Oh,
also
nice.
saw.
My favorite place.
It's so cool. We documented quite a bit.
Mhm.
My favorite, and you're gonna go
Oh,
in
and the
2 months, it'll
frog
be very different.
Yeah, we saw the pollywogs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that is the thing. We've got a lot, and you got a tour.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of blank space.
Yeah.
In this town, so much blank space. I see surfaces everywhere and go, oh.
Yes.
You
They
know.
did too.
Oh,
Yeah, that
yeah.
experience.
Especially along the trail.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It was just
And
like.
you know what I want up there.
Do you want up there?
I want street art. I wanna open up
Oh,
those,
yeah.
those back warehouse. I would love to have like a street art festival where you invite street artists in, give them a blank wall.
Now that-
And every year,
It's on-
it can be an annual
Yes,
thing
yeah.
where like, it's
Hi,
all
Tom.
temporary, like up for a year.
Tom.
We could even do that in this different too.
Yeah,
like-
we did. And we have-
But that-
Anyways, there's lots
Those walls
of
are
blank space and lots of public space.
Yeah.
And, okay, I've been here for over 30 years, is that possible? And when I moved here, when you moved here, this town was pretty ugly, I gotta say.
Yeah.
It was
It's run
pretty,
down.
it was pretty beat down.
It's run
Just,
down.
it was, compared to places around us that were really booming, this was a sleepy little
Mm.
tiny town that had,
The forgotten gem.
I did
Yeah.
mine, but it didn't show up.
and
Oh, I have them hidden right now.
I just have to say that
Thank you for
the
giving
town
me
those.
itself has
Those are
gotten nicer, just nicer.
Yeah.
And a lot of things have been improved, our parks, our citizens, our businesses, everything's kind of coming up.
Mhm.
But I think it needs that artistic touch,
Well, especially since we have so many professional artists in town anyway. I mean, it runs the gamut.
Yeah.
Award-winning artists, painters, filmmakers, everybody's here.
Wow.
And we're spending
dancers.
$1.8 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a fun to spend.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you,
Yeah.
where we're at, Tom? Are you
Are you
here
on
on
that? Are
that?
you seeing that on your
Yeah.
phone?
Yeah, I just said
Okay.
a B paper.
Okay.
Okay,
I won't, your answers won't show up quite yet. I've got them hidden right now. So if everyone wants to go ahead and write, how would you describe the current public artwork in this meeting?
Yeah. Right. Did it hit submit too soon?
Oh, it's not gonna show up quite yet.
No, but
Oh.
that's, goes back to the same question and.
Yeah.
You could submit multiple responses.
We're doing, how would you describe the current public artwork, right?
yes, mine
Yeah,
I just,
very-
I just went back
Might do
to,
that.
I think it's probably going back since I haven't advanced.
Yeah.
It's just slide yet.
Tom, it's some water there. Do you want some? Or are you even running?
Oh, great, thank you.
Tom, I'm over the
Molly.
Molly.
Nice to meet you.
You.
Thanks for joining us. here.
Yes. All right, we are all set. Okay, let's see what you guys said. Easy to digest. Okay, yeah, neurosurgeons. Uncurated. Ah, not enough. We definitely agree. We have a lot of space. You guys can do a ton with. Bee paper, that would be fun. An opportunity, I love that.
That's mine too.
Yeah, we saw tons of opportunities today,
Oh,
all over the
amazing.
place.
Plain slate.
Yes, which is, you guys are at the perfect spot. When we come in and someone already has 120 pieces in the collection and we're going, how do we market this? Oh my gosh, it's a little
Yeah.
different. Hopeful at its budding stage. Okay, great. Well, you guys seem like you're pretty well aligned in terms of where you're at. No one thinks.
It's
Yeah.
horrible.
No, exactly. It's not, I mean, it's.
There isn't any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, non-existent, but I was gonna put that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're little pockets.
Totally.
Then I have to think of.
Pockets.
The new buildings.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
new building,
Mhm.
definitely.
God, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a fantastic space. All right, great. Again, the responses are hidden, so you won't see these till everyone's responded. But what are 3 things you would like people to say about the public art in Brisbane? We've talked about how it is not a city you pass through, like it can be something that actually brings people to the city itself.
And 90005.
Oh.
Oh,
Zip
mine
code is
is
90.
Oh, nice.
Wait a minute.
Bank.
Good.
I'll change it after. Don't worry. Never wrote it down.
Yeah, right.
Right, me too.
Like a piece or like the collection?
Like the
as a whole?
collection is up there,
Mhm.
yeah.
And you're talking about the current art?
No,
Or just-
future
No,
thinking.
future, okay.
Yeah, like how, I mean,
Yeah.
how do you want people to respond? Like, as you're building this collection, right? Whether you're starting now and people are aware that this is going to be happening, right? Like, how should people react? We heard a little bit about how people react now, citizens.
Background music.
I know. I did use this for one of the online COVID parties that I
Oh.
threw for someone for a baby shower. 'Cause you can't really like put off a baby shower, like that's gonna happen when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And they had like Jeopardy music
Oh.
for quizzes you could do.
Something I did during COVID, a baby shower. It was fun.
It was
I'm not trying to
fun.
put the.
You remember? No. That's what I'm saying, trying to think of who it was.
A baby shower, you got it?
No, that wasn't during COVID, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It definitely
No, we were in the backyard for that.
I had.
You had COVID, you didn't,
I
but we were in the
wasn't there.
backyard, this was an
But I
online.
remember it was
So you
during.
didn't- You went, or you?
I went to an online,
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
right.
It's hard to make it compelling.
Yeah.
We did a quiz on what you call certain baby animals.
too.
It was fascinating, like bears, you
Yeah.
think you know what a baby animal is
Oh,
called.
I'm sorry, it wasn't a baby shower. I know what it was.
We do get sidetracked,
With me.
That's okay.
Well, I was gonna be stuck on it, it was the tea party.
Oh.
A tea party.
I had a Zoom birthday in
I
the
was gonna
beginning,
say.
bingo.
Remember that?
Oh,
Nice.
And then I called out the numbers and everyone printed out at their house.
We did that too, and it was really fun. Gotta get together some way.
Had a
Yeah.
dance party,
Oh,
an
nice.
online dance party.
That's
It was-
cool.
It
Oh, I
was, it was really interesting.
That's fun. It's like,
okay.
yeah, the-
It's
like
waiting,
share
yeah.
you.
I think-
Dance.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, I don't think mine's submitting, but
Oh, is it
she
not
gets it
submitted?
submitting. Well,
No,
No,
I think
no.
she's waiting for
Submit at the bottom.
Waiting,
Yeah.
unlike the other one, it didn't just cycle through.
Oh, okay.
It just kind of stayed on
Let's
the
see if
same.
it pops up here. All right.
it says I don't,
Seven.
wait, cancel, I did give. Wait,
Do you see your answer up there?
I
Oh,
don't
wait.
see my
Oh,
answer.
there, one just popped up.
oh, yes. Wait. Mine didn't, wait, I gotta, but now I'm on,
Oops.
how would you
Mine didn't
describe the
show up.
current public artwork in Brisbane?
Oh, I guess we did.
The next
Okay.
question, let's
I
go.
apologize.
That's okay.
Ugh,
It's just not lighting
There
up
they
the
go.
submit button.
There's 5.
Yeah, I'll try it
You have to
again.
hit the jump to the next question box. And that's what I had to do.
No, it didn't, yeah.
Oh,
Let's see. Okay,
Anything?
Wait,
you
I
want.
didn't put mine in yet, because it wouldn't let me do it.
well, and we can record as well over here on all of our notes.
Right.
I love anything they want.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that too.
That is such a wonderful answer for art. Like really, really,
Yeah, sometimes
You're
hire
not
the
gonna like
artist, let them
everything.
do it. you know?
yeah. Well, and we know that if everyone likes the art, then something's probably wrong.
Yeah.
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 It's safe.
It's too safe. Yeah,
Say,
yeah,
and not thought provoking.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of.
Mine's not working.
Interesting.
There, did it this time, I think.
Did it go?
Oh, 3 things, that's what the confusion.
Well, I got it. Great
Interactive
things.
and joyful.
There. Interactive, joyful, surprising inquiry.
Yeah, you could pull up.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I can.
Thumb it.
Really pounded
I
in
just
that.
hand it to you, Rachel. You can
You can dictate.
submit, but-
Yeah.
I like it enhances my favorite places and surprises, delights, makes me think.
Mhm.
Especially because I mean, these are public areas and there's some public-private partnerships you guys have great opportunities for. So really just enhancing the spaces you're already using. Good job. I love it. I think that one's really strong. Oh, great. Yeah, and the diversity of the community. Do you feel like that's something that is coming out already? I know that fence we saw was, I know that's
Anna
not,
Washington's.
yeah, not public art per se, but it is art that the
Oh,
public
the
can see.
fence.
The fence,
Mhm.
yeah.
She
Peace
did it as a
pickets.
public out.
Oh.
Sort of thought process.
That's
She
true.
knew it was going to garner public out attention.
Mhm.
Great.
And then she has marketed from that for her own business.
Oh,
Postcards and
Wonderful.
a book that says what they're all about.
oh,
And
wow. I didn't know she come down.
she does land art around town too. Some very brilliant land art.
Very cool. Oh, minimal, okay. Fun, colorful, and family. Okay, wonderful. Well, these are great answers. And definitely things that align with the earlier question, of what the role the art should play.
Yeah, I think it's real, like a diverse collection of art, not the same.
Yeah.
Not the same thought, not the same medium, not the, just a variety.
Right. Yeah, you really have to. I mean, we have a rule for collections that any one person should be able to look at an art collection and appreciate a third of it. Just appreciate it, love a third of it, and hate a third of it. That's a great collection. It's diverse, it's got different medias, different subject matter, it makes you think about why do I like this, why do I not like this?
No. No, different.
This is tough.
I know, this is a hard one,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, and I know you have to select, but we can
Select two.
discuss.
Yes.
I'm gonna go middle of the road,
Safe.
say.
If you-
I mean, it said it up there, there's, the microphone was red the whole meeting, but I thought that was on purpose.
Was that
No.
that may have
Oh,
been
is it
my,
yours?
that was
Okay.
probably my microphone.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
that was yours.
That was mine up
Okay.
there, yeah. It was I had to mute my.
Start again.
You know how we will get into trouble. don't you?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, next is our next meeting. Do we need to figure that out?
So,
It's right here.
yeah, the
April
third
15th.
Monday is April 15th. That is tax days and we're gonna be cramming.
No.
Yeah.
That's spring
Who
break.
does our
That was
taxes?
it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty big, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
you got the right
I'm
person,
good.
no.
Yeah, it should be good.
No, spring break is the 2 weeks before that.
Yeah.
The first, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I'm
that
in.
works. I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay, so be adjourned?
Yes.
Okay, meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you guys.
Such good commentary and conversation,
Yes.
so thank you guys for being so.